This is Matt Schott of the Management, Cyber, and Professional Liability practice within NFP's P&C segment. The market continued to improve for policyholders in the latter part of 2022 across all product lines within the management, cyber, and professional liability lines of business. This is not surprising to see or expect when new capacity enters the marketplace. The insurance business has and will always be a supply and demand proposition. This increased supply and lower demand led to much more competition, which ultimately led to the reduced premiums, in some cases reduced retentions, and overall improved coverage we saw towards the end of 2022. We expect this trend to continue in 2023. This will be especially true in the directors and officers insurance market, where these new entrants have been offering more competitive pricing in an effort to establish themselves in the marketplace. Some other key trends we saw in the fourth quarter and we expect to see in 2023 are as follows. We spoke to D&O on the public side. We think private and not-for-profit will certainly improve. We think there will be some flattening with some potential decreases for those companies with strong risk profiles. In fiduciary liability, we think the rates started to moderate at the end of 2022. And we expect this trend to continue on a much more measured basis than D&O, given the excessive fee litigation unique exposure surrounding each account. Insurance carriers are focused on plans with assets greater than $100 million, where previously that threshold was much higher. ESOPs will get even greater scrutiny, and that's why we don't see the significant decreases that we will expect to see in the fiduciary line that we expect in D&O. Lastly, and importantly, in better news for cyber, the market continues to improve from the prior quarters, notably third quarter of 2022. Again, given more capacity that's entering the marketplace, similar to the phenomenon in D&O. We expect policyholder outcomes to vastly improve. We're not declaring victory yet, but cyber is starting to moderate. Hopefully you find our key trends and analysis helpful and insightful, and we look forward to working with you and your teams in 2023.